And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report because without you guys, I would simply be completely 100% lost. You know, there's an old saying, misery loves company. And boy, we need some company right now. It is just but ugly. Sean Lee looks to be out several games. Definitely out this Sunday, they're saying. Definitely looks to be out probably Thanksgiving against the Chargers. That's not good. Definitely not good. Tyron Smith was actually running around today, so there's a good chance that he'll be back. But boy, Sunday was bad. Now, I will say this much. What we have to be concerned with, I said this going into the situation with Zeke Elliott being out, we need to go 4-2. Well, we got one of them, so that means we need to go 4-1 on the next 5 games. And it's going to be tough because we got the Eagles. But the thing I will say is it's the NFL, and it was just a week ago that we kicked Kansas City's butt. Hard to believe, isn't it? When you're looking at the team that put out on the field yesterday, hard to believe. Turn up the volume a little bit. You got it. Let me just want to make sure that. Okay. That should be better, actually. I had the wrong microphone. Actually, I had the Mevo on. Hopefully, that's better. I'm still getting used to this Mevo camera. It's new. It's different. It's got all kinds of bells and whistles. But you guys know I am literally old and technology challenged. So understand that I'm going to make some mistakes and stuff with it. But it's hard to believe that that was our team yesterday. The fact that Chaz Green looked as bad as he did, I swear, I think my old ass could have done that much. I mean, I know I could give up 6 sacks. I know I could give up 6 sacks. And the problem I have is Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett doesn't seem to have a plan B. Okay, here's what it drives me crazy is I look at the Washington Redskins, who we played a couple weeks ago. They literally lost everybody on their offensive line. But they didn't give up a performance like we had yesterday, losing just one offensive lineman. Think about that. The Washington Redskins, they got Trent Williams, who basically his kneecap is flying off, and he's just like, I'm just going to go until I can't go anymore. I'm in constant pain. I'm on one freaking leg. And that guy is doing better than what Chaz Green, who's been resting, did. Chaz Green made Eric Flowers look like a Pro Bowler. I wouldn't even have the nerve to go back in the locker room after that kind of performance. I would just walk right on out the stadium and just disappear. Put me in the witness protection program or something. That can't in the world be indicative of what you're teaching these guys. Now, I understand you have guys that are better than others, but he didn't even look like he competed. And this is a constant pattern, okay? Sean Lee is an incredible athlete. When he is healthy, there's nobody better. But you know, in the back of your head, you should know, Sean Lee is going to miss some games. We have to plan for that. There was no plan B. None. You need to have a swing tackle. You need to have a guy who can fill in anywhere on the line when there's a need. Because the problem I have with Jason Garrett is he says the right things. He keeps the guys focused, I think. But when you get into tight situations or you have to change from what is right there in front of you or scripted, you're screwed. I watched that first quarter. Our defense was going at it. They were putting pressure on Matty Ice. They were frustrating him. They were knocking him around. What did that team do? Like they said in Remember the Titans? We're going to change the way we eat, change the way we train. We're going to change some shit around. And they did what the Dallas Cowboys should have. Okay, we got DeMarcus Lawrence who's crashing in hard. We need to do quick hits. We need to use the running back out of the backfield to chip the man a little bit and then throw a screen to him. Keep a tight end if you have to. You shouldn't be going empty backfield, 5 wideouts when you got a guy who's eating your tackle for lunch. Dude, this is 2015 all over again. You had Tony Romo. Tony Romo, listen, some of you guys think I hate Tony Romo. I don't hate Tony Romo at all. Tony Romo did fantastic things for this team when we didn't have people around him. Okay? But when Tony Romo went down, there was no plan B. You had Brandon Weeden in there, who was in your system for a year and a half, couldn't do jack. What did you teach him for a year and a half as a backup? Because he couldn't win a game for you. But yet this same Brandon Weeden goes to the Texans on a week of practice, gets thrown in the second half and wins the game for them, and then comes back the next week and wins the game with them. Gets them to the playoffs. So wait a minute. Wait. Jason Garrett, former quarterback and the coaching guru, you couldn't coach a man that was on your team for a year and a half to win one game? Okay. Same thing with Sean Lee. No plan B. Sean Lee goes out, well, okay, we're just screwed. That's what bothers me. You know, Jason Garrett, no emotions. I call him data. Literally. The press conference, it doesn't matter which one you watch, it's all the same thing. We'll look at the film on there. You know, you think that the guy would be able to get the ball out quicker, or we thought we could block that guy, but we'll look at the film. But nothing changes. On the sideline, you got Chaz Green just getting the crap beat out of him. You say a word to him? Did you say, hey, dude, did you try and motivate him? Say, look, man, I understand. Dude is tough. You got to do the best you can. You got to, you need to take a hard step right off the bat because that's where he's going, just to try and give yourself a chance. Didn't see none of that. Jason Garrett is howdy doody. Yeah. I'm tired of that. I'm also tired of the crazy headlines. Jerry Jones, I love you, man. Jerry Jones, you have built a fantastic stadium. You have made it the place that everybody wants to go in. I'm going there next week. You keep us on the edge of our seats, and you certainly keep us drinking. In fact, the liquor industry probably owes you a debt of gratitude. But Jerry, you are like my wife. I love my wife to death. I will literally die for her. I will take a bullet for her. I worship the ground that she walks on. I wake up in the morning and I'm so happy to be next to her. But it doesn't mean I like everything that she does. And Jerry, we got too damn much shit going on. Too many distractions. Team can't focus. The team is just like a topsy-turvy just spinning around. We've had the whole Zeke Elliott situation. Then we got you kneeling with the team, national anthem. Then we got you going against the NFL to try and make everybody stand up for the national anthem and make it a rule. To now suing the NFL. To now owners talking about maybe we can try and get your ass out of here. Jerry, you're trying to do too damn much. You got a lot of power. But with power comes a lot of responsibility. And that's the problem right now. You got too damn much power. And it's scaring the rest of the NFL. But instead of trying to get more power, because Jared, you got more money than your great grandkids can ever spend. You got the number one franchise in the world, even though we haven't won shit in 20 some years. I'm sitting here day after day talking about the Dallas Cowboys because we love the Dallas Cowboys. But the product we're putting on the field is a damn shame. I can't honestly believe when you sit up there, because I see the pictures of you up in the stands there, that you truly believe that Jason Garrett is the guy. You can't tell me that you're happy with Jason Garrett when you see your team to a guy that you're pissed off at, Arthur Blank, and refuse to have any contact with, that you may even take to court. See them come in and kick your ass. Now, I'm not saying that the officials were biased yesterday, but I got to tell you, I saw 3 face mask penalties that were done to the Cowboys, and not a single one was called. From my seat on TV. I mean, watching on TV. And it seemed like there was a whole hell of a lot of penalties that were called on the Cowboys. It seemed like every time we started to do something, it always was a penalty that came back around. Crazy ones. Ones you never heard. Finger in the ear hole? I'd never heard that one called before. Everett Frazier, it's boring. I'd rather be here with you. Okay, well, Eagles. Oh, Lordy. Eagles. Damn. But, Jerry, we need to fix the product on the field. How long is it going to take before we realize that Jason Garrett's just not the guy? Just not the guy. What you need now is, you honestly need change for change's sake. Bill Parcells said that basically you need to change coaches about every 5 years because the players start tuning them out after that. If you're not winning consistently, players just don't listen. Also, your players will mirror your coach. I got to tell you, losing for me eats the crap out of me. I'd be pissed off if I was doing that on the field yesterday. It's time for you to, Jerry, focus in on what's happening at home. Forget about the rest of the world and all the other owners and all that stuff. Hey, you got everything you need. You know what you really need, Jerry? It's not more money, not more power. You need another damn ring. And at the rate we're going, Dak Prescott is going to get Romo'd. And for all you people out there that's saying, Dak Prescott, he's not that much of a quarterback. Tony Romo's much better. Take a look at the cover picture on this live stream. The picture where you see Dak Prescott surrounded and being hit by 6 Atlanta Falcons and not a single Dallas Cowboy player in the damn picture. The man got sacked 8 times. He couldn't. They were in the backfield before he was. If that had been Tony Romo would have been broken in half with his bad back. Literally. I'm amazed that the man stayed in the game and got out alive. And what really ticks me the hell off is Jason Garrett was asked, well, the game was pretty much over. Did you think about taking Dak Prescott out? And his response was, well, we played for 60 minutes. You lose Dak Prescott, there ain't no backup plan. All you fools that say Cooper Rush should be starting, yeah, okay. The backup quarterback's always the most popular one. Dak Prescott was about the only thing that was going yesterday. And the fact that he only had 1 turnover under the pressure that he took yesterday, 8 sacks. Take a look at the film. You watch. You tell me that guys were wide open and he wasn't hitting them. Because I didn't see guys separating at all. Not saying he was perfect, but goddamn. I know if my ass was running for my life, I probably wouldn't be perfect either. So, Jerry, we got to do something here. I am not saying the season's over, but it will be soon if this is the best that we're going to be able to do with the guys that we got, especially with the coaching. Because Atlanta adjusted. We didn't. We got killed. So we got a big game this week. Let me give a shout out to all of you people that are in here. I'm sorry. Kind of got on my soapbox, and man, we got DT, Jose, Dakor, Brian Walker, Brian Everett, Sun Guku, James Bennett. And if I mispronounce your name, please understand. One, I'm old and can't see, so I'm looking at type that's behind the camera over there. Two, I'm a name butcher. Can't pronounce shit. It's what I do. Ricky Lee, Say Prime Time, how you doing? Jose Garcia, Pat P, Jack Walker, Jackie, how you doing tonight, Jackie? Adrian Torres, Paul, Hotshot Slayer, Raspussman, Michael Decor, Jackass, Crazy, Giant L. Jason Garrett puts fear in no one. And that's the problem. He needs to put some in there, Giant L. Byron, DT, Jose. Got one other list for you guys here. Shout out to Jackie, Tito, Demota, Marquez, Costello, Monty, Robert, Statigo, Jeremy, Sean, Paul, Billy, Paul, all the way from Scotland. X Factor. Dude's going to be a beast. X Factor, man, somebody needs to sign his ass and eventually become a Dallas Cowboys. Martin, Javier, Max, Mike, Winston Love, AJ, J-Rod, Dominique, Howard, Eric, Drowan, Omar, Matt, Fabio, Paul, Jacob, Will, Harry, Jonathan, Eli. Hope it's not Eli Manning, although he might want to get out of New York. Tim, Khalil, and Thuris. Dudes, these are all people that have already said they're going to be showing up at the tailgate party to bitch slap the Eagles. That's 40 people right there. 40 people right there already. So anybody who's interested in going to the tailgate or wanting more information to it or want to try and help out, give me go ahead and email me at cowboysmark94. And it's Mark with a K, not a C. Only real men spell with a K, not a C. But cowboysmark94. Guys, we're going to be having a tailgate. I'm still looking at the parking passes. I think it's going to be in lot 12 is what I'm looking at. But we're going to be having Jobu wings. We're going to be having pulled pork sliders. We're going to be having some chicken pasta. We're going to have black and blue burgers. We're going to have tons of Mojo Punch because Lord knows we going to need to drink. And we need as much mojo and good energy as we can. We cannot let this place get filled up with stinking Eagles fans. I do not want to see blue in our stadium, guys. This game is important, and we've got to go in there, and we've got to support our team. I know it's bleak. I know Jason Garrett is not doing the job. I know we got Chaz Green out there. But this is our team. This is our house, and we need to get a win, and we need to get behind the team. Joby will be there. I'll be there. Michael will be there. The question is, are you going to be there? So, if you want more information about it, cowboysmark94@gmail.com, and I'm hoping that we can make this something that everybody will be talking about and that everybody will remember, because I'm going all out on this thing and I can't wait to get there. We'll also be doing Friday night's live stream from Tailgate Tavern. Excuse me. Got up at 5 o'clock this morning after that ass whipping we took last night. I've switched back to daytime now, so I'm now not going through working at nights, and so I feel like I got jet lag. Um, Joseph, can I send you food in Arizona? Let me see what I can do, man. Shout out to Joseph Hartley. Joseph actually, and guys, this is actually really, really cool. Even if you don't go to the tailgate, anybody who donates $10 or more to help out with the expenses on the tailgate, because we're getting a whole lot of food and alcohol and everything else this thing. If you donate $10 to the Joe Boost tailgate, we're going to enter you into a drawing. Joseph Hartley has a seat from the original Texas Stadium. I have a seat back only, right here. This is his is 112, but it's the whole seat. So you can put that up in your man cave there and have a really great piece of history. I'd like to keep that one myself, but he's helping me to raise money so we can make sure we have a great, great tailgate. So anybody who donates $10 or more to the tailgate fund, you get to eat and drink all you want, and I'm not charging for the tailgate. If you show up and want some meat, I'm not turning anybody away. But if you donate that, then you're going to be entered for the raffle. We're going to do the drawing there, live streamed at the game. So that way somebody will get shipped a nice chair. So hit me up on gmail.com, cowboysmark@gmail.com, and we'll talk about it. Giant, I had actually last year I had some long sleeve ones. I may still have a couple of long sleeves left. If there's an interest in those, I can get some more. Eagles troll. There's so many Eagle trolls that have been around, so it doesn't surprise me any. Yesterday, I swear, our live stream, we had more people than ever, and I swear half of them were giant trolls. No ring Ingles, man. Um, VZP, can you? VZP, I don't know if you have emailed me or not. Let me know. Email me about that one because maybe I haven't gotten my ticket yet, but maybe what we do is if you're planning on tailgating, maybe we can combine ours and I'll get a ticket for lot 10, and then maybe we can kind of do it together because I've got a lot of people that want to come, and I'll have all the equipment and everything else. We just probably will need extra space to try and set this up. So email me, VZP. All right. Mark, what's good, boss? Oh, man. Not the Cowboys at the moment. Corey, not much, man. Thank you, Bobby, for watching all the time. Sproles ain't no Zeke. Yeah, well, there's not too many people that are Zeke. Sheldon K. Dallas sucks. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming in and leaving your 2 cents. The thing that amazes me is how many Eagle fans come in here. I mean, seriously. I don't go hang out in Eagles sites, telling them how stupid they are, how much of a homer they are. I'm just curious why they come in here so much. I mean, I'm a Cowboys homer, so why do you care what I think? Oh, Lordy, Everett Frazier just jinxed it for the Eagles. He said we're getting that ring this year. Well, Everett, are you going to go ahead and get that tattoo that says Super Bowl champions? Compare the Eagles' injuries to the Cowboys is a joke. Okay, John Turner, that you just hit my point exactly. How in the hell did we not, knowing that Chaz Green is getting eaten up? How are you still going five wideouts, five wideouts, and nobody in the backfield to help him? It makes no sense to me. That's called adjusting to the situation that's out there. Coaching for Dummies 101, right over here. Just didn't do it. I can't understand. I just was mystified. I was sitting there. You guys who watched the live stream yesterday, I'm like, we need to adjust. We need to keep it back. and chip him on the way, and yet we just didn't do it at all. I mean, that was a disgrace. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had missed tackles out there. We had poor coverage. We didn't block anybody. But your job as a coach is to put the team in position to win. Just did not do that. Now, Tyron Swift, like I said, was running around today, so let's get hopeful that he can come back. Jalen Smith, oh man. Jalen Smith, I love him to death, but Jalen Smith, without Sean Lee, gets exposed. He's not ready yet. Jalen Smith needs more time to let that heal. And, boy, Sean Lee for a couple of games gone. That's bad. Why do I keep swallowing my snot? Well, would you like me to go ahead and spit here in my man cave on the floor? Come on. On the bright side, we get a high draft pick next year. Well, one way to look at it, since we have 10 picks, is, yeah, if you get a high draft pick, it really almost makes that second a first, and so on and so on. Them eyes, I've been saying Jason Garrett needed to go back when we had Wade Phillips, because I kept saying that Wade ended up, Wade ran the defense. Jason Garrett ran the offense. The offense wasn't exactly doing much either. Saying, man, you hit it right. Falcons definitely bent Chaz Green over with no Vaseline. Skip Bayless said, if you have Sean Lee, you can't win. Okay. All right, so we're listening to an Eagle fan now. Yeah, you know what? That's the thing with me, and I said earlier in a video about the Eagles, because they are truly bandwagon fans. Did Jason Garrett say anything worse? No. Jason put blame everywhere but coaching, as always. Well, we thought Dak would be able to get the ball out a little bit quicker and things. We thought Chaz would be able to handle up. He practiced good during the week and things. But we'll have to look at the film and evaluate it and, the next man up. And blah. It's bullshit. It's really bullshit. You watch one press conference of Jason Garrett's, you've watched them all. They're all exactly the same. No emotion, no feeling. Well, the problem, of course, guys, I see a lot of people that say Jason Garrett and the coaching staff needs to go, but there's only one person that makes that call, and that is Jerry Jones. And Jerry Jones is more worried about suing the NFL and stirring things up than winning at the current time. So it is what it is on that one, guys. Anthony, I hope you're right, man. Thanks for the shout out there. I hope that the Eagles are going to choke next second half of the season. Jose, tequila, man. Joe Boo doesn't do tequila, man. He does rum. Yeah, the referees definitely, Michael Lewis, definitely have a little something against us because we sure are getting a lot more calls than anybody else. Cruz in Texas, I hope to see you there, man. I tell you what, I can't wait to go. And it's like it's already Monday, it's already gone. Tomorrow's Tuesday, Friday morning. Boy, we're going to be jetting out to Dallas. We'll be there at 9:30 in the morning. I think we're going to try and do the Tour of the Star on Friday, do the tailgate Friday night. Saturday, I'll probably get prepped for the tailgate. So I've got some pork shoulders to cook and everything else. And it's going to be fun. I just can't wait. I know Michael's excited over there, too. Kevin, please don't say that, man. Right now, Dak is definitely getting Romo'd. And I hope he doesn't get killed. The good thing I will say is this: maybe this season's going to end up being not what we wanted or imagined, but we do have a lot of young talent. We got a lot of draft picks. We have a little bit of cap room. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a cold. But we need somebody to take this talent, these young guys, and put it together, and Jason Garrett's not the guy. If Jerry Jones, Jerry, I don't know if you're watching. I don't know if somebody who knows you's watching. But, Jerry, we got to do better than this, man. I look at the Atlanta Falcons, who had, Mike Smith was their coach. Mike Smith always had Atlanta, kind of like Jason Garrett-ish. A good team, makes the playoffs every couple of years, stuff, doesn't do anything there. They got rid of him, and within 2 years, the new coach had him in the Super Bowl. I look at the Rams, who had Jeff Fisher, who people respected in the NFL, took a team to a Super Bowl, but was spinning his wheels with the Rams, and they were 4-12 last year. They bring in a new coach, a young guy, a nobody that anybody knew. He turned Sean came in, turned that team around, got one of the best records in football. Wow. Kind of amazing, isn't it? Denver. Mike Fox took him to a Super Bowl. They said, you know what? It's not quite it. The mix is not really where it should be. They got rid of him, and guess what? They won a Super Bowl. So if those guys could lose their job after 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, and then, one good year, and then 4-12, and one good year, why is it we can't look at Jason Garrett and say, you know what? Maybe this just isn't the right mix. Maybe we need to look at somebody else, give somebody else a shot here. Because you're wasting talent. We wasted Tony Romo having some great years. DeMarcus, yes, I have heard of Philadelphia. In fact, I ended up actually saying something about her in an earlier video when I said I hate the Philadelphia Eagles because they're the ugliest fans out there. I said, except for Philadelphia. I said, she's kind of cute. Definitely have heard her. Diehard Eagles fan. Maybe what I should do is try and get some crap started with her like I've got with Tommy the moron. Tommy might be calling in here. He actually tried to call in yesterday, but I was just like, I can't take it. I just can't do it. And, of course, I've got to deal with Twan. Ugh. Twan at work, man, with his fly. Eagles fly. Dream with me for a second, guys. Just imagine if on Sunday night, when the Dallas Cowboys have been left for roadkill, all of the experts on TV will pick the Eagles to win. And somehow, some way, the real Dallas Cowboys show up and kick the Eagles' teeth in. Wouldn't that be just lovely? Wouldn't that be so much fun on Monday morning? Wouldn't it be nice to see all of these Eagle cockroaches just scatter like when the lights come on? Go to her channel then? Okay. Well, I'm glad. It's called a Mevo. The camera, actually, I haven't even played with it here. But what's kind of cool about the camera is you can move it around like crazy. So you can see Jobu over here passed the heck out. And you see he grabbed Tyron Smith's jersey, hoping that he can help give him a little mojo to make it back this week because he knows without Tyron Smith, we got some real problems. But it's kind of cool because the camera will move around anywhere you want it to go. So you can see some different stuff that I have that's around. Um, and it's called a Mevo, and it's clear as a bell, and you actually run it through your cell phone. So when we live stream Friday night, we'll be able to live stream using this camera. So if I'm having a conversation with somebody sitting here, the camera will automatically follow whoever's talking. I can pan around, I can see the crowd and everything else. So, I'm old. No, I've not had any shots. Actually, all I've had here is my White Russian here, and it's only one that I've had. But it's going to be actually really good to be able to do some events and things like that. When we tailgate, when we live stream and all that, we're going to be able to kind of really get some good shots and stuff. And like I said, instead of having to have a Wi-Fi and things, you can actually just do this through your camera almost anywhere. Cowboys stay losing to teams. Dak is greater than Wentz. I like that. Trade deal, you're right about that. We have to beat the Eagles in the NFL. And, I got to be honest, some of this is Jerry Jones' making. Jerry Jones has kind of put that target on his back right now with, the whole power trip. As much as guys like the extra money that Jerry Jones has helped to bring into the NFL, they don't necessarily like all the drama that goes with it. And when Jerry Jones is sitting there talking about the commissioner, because think about in the time that Roger Goodell's been commissioner, the 10 years, the value of teams has exploded. Every team is worth $2 billion plus. Yeah, I know it's kind of plateaued a little bit, but dudes are making money hand over fist. That's why you see the salary cap going up every year. The salary cap is based on a percentage of the gross revenue. So when it jumps up another $10 million for each team, guess what? That's more money that's going in the pockets of each of those owners. So when you look at Roger Goodell, who is paid to take the bullets for the owners, to be the fall guy, to be the lightning rod, Roger Goodell takes a bullet really good. But then again, he's asking for $50 million in a lifetime jet and health insurance for the rest of his life. But you know what? When you think about the amount of money that the 32 owners are making and getting stadiums built on the backs of taxpayers, Roger's doing his part. Impeach Jason. Yeah, I would love to do that. But hey, good luck to that. I love the Cowboys and Herschel Walker. Okay, you've been around for quite a while. Wentz is good people. Stop hating. I'm a Cowboys fan. I don't personally hate players on the field. Well, no, I do hate Aaron Rodgers with that smug look. I kind of hate him. But for the most part, I don't hate players on the field. Even guys on the other teams. I hate the uniforms. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. But they have some guys that are actually really good people. And actually, Carson Wentz is one of those guys that actually does some stuff in the community. So, yeah, he's a prick as far as taking Cowboy fans' hats off and stuff like that. But he still does good in the community. And in the end, I kind of like the idea of Carson Wentz versus Dak Prescott. Both of them came in the NFL at the same time. Hopefully, they're going to be fighting it out for chances to go to playoffs and Super Bowls and stuff year after year after year. Hopefully. That is, if Dak Prescott doesn't get killed because of Chaz Green. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. It's actually $50 million that Roger Goodell wants, not $40 million. $50 million, a lifetime private jet, lifetime health insurance. But yeah. But you always ask for a lot, and it gives you some room to negotiate. Met Brian Dawkins. He's actually another one of those pretty cool dudes too. In fact, I got Brian Dawkins to do a shout out for Tommy Eagle. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. Fatima, you must have just tuned in because I went off on Jerry Jones and said that Jerry Jones has been part of the three-ring circus. He's been the leader of it. So, yes, I said everything stinks from the head on down. Well, see, here's what's crazy, Donald Trump. Here's what I love about Eagle fans. Eagle fans will tell us that the Dallas Cowboys are always living in the past when we talk about we won 5 Super Bowls. But those same guys that say stop living in the past will bring up, you say, oh, well, at least we got Super Bowl chips. We got world championships. We got 3 of them. Okay, yeah. You mean back in 1960 was the last one? Yeah. When there was only 10 teams in the NFL, they just stopped wearing leather helmets. Most people didn't even have a black and white TV. You mean that world championship? Okay, yeah. Here you go, Eagles. Slow clap for you. It's like my new record. Okay. Bandwagon Eagles fans come. Yeah, I love that. I love that, Nathan. Yeah, they've been coming out in droves, man, like crazy. But that's my dream is come Sunday night, we kick their butts. At least we have family. And that's the amazing thing, okay? Listen, you guys know how old I am. I am so old that the first computers that I used didn't have a monitor. They literally printed out the response. I remember seeing the air traffic controls computer system, and it was the size of 2 gyms because it was like literally vacuum tubes. Yet, I wasn't born when the Eagles won a world championship. That tells you how old they are. How is Tyron? Tyron is actually practice or should be practicing possibly this week. He was running around today, so that's a good thing. If he's able to move on it, they're going to probably take it easy on him. But maybe by Thursday or Friday he's practicing. Oh, I like that. Dak haters, if you want fake news, head to ESPN. Wow. Vlad the Impaler, you're older than me? Damn, you must be old as dirt then, dude. Yeah, Donald, and again, that means nothing to most guys. They say, well, Tony Romo would have done so much better. You point out 50 TDs in 25 games with only 8 interceptions. That's nothing, of course, to them. Okay. 51 here. Well, we got a lot of old people up here. I'm 52 myself. That's a good question, Zero Hero, about Rico Gathers. We haven't gotten much word, and we actually haven't heard much about Rico. I think I would love to see him in there just as a target that maybe could stretch the field because we're not getting much separation on our routes and stuff by anybody. Wow. Eagles' chance of winning a Super Bowl is like saying Satan has a chance of going back to heaven. Wow, Simon. That you get the great comment for the day. Um, Gallon of peach. John, I've never had peach rum. Now, I do love some coconut rum because that goes in the Mojo Punch. I ain't old, just seasoned. Oh, boy, 50. VZP, I think anybody can coach better than what we got yesterday. Couldn't do much worse than that. Um, Smells like cornholes in here. Never mind the Eagles fans. I love it. You guys are throwing right back at the Eagles. I love it. Well, Simon, fortunately, hopefully, we'll get the chance to see a shootout here, and we can kind of judge head to head and see what we've got. We're definitely going to be shorthanded as well as the Eagles. They've had some injuries as well. In fact, they've lost their tackle too. Jason Peters is gone. So, but here's Here's the difference, though. They lost their starting linebacker in the middle, Hicks. They lost Jason Peters, perennial Pro Bowler. Yet, you see them fall apart? See my point here? It's not like the Cowboys are the only team in the NFL that's had injuries. For Christ's sake, Minnesota's on the third string quarterback. And look what they did to the Redskins yesterday. We just can't seem to do, unless everything is perfect, just can't win. Right, Dave, I know you lost Peters weeks ago, but my point being is you guys get a clap because your coaching staff adjusted and made up for it, as opposed to my Cowboys. They lose a player, and all of a sudden the defense goes to shit. They lose one player on the offensive line, and Dak gets beat to hell. Tyron might be back this week. We're hoping and praying. He started running around today and doing some work and stuff. So hopefully he'll be ready. Eagle soup, yeah. I'm not sure I want some Eagle soup because, most of the food from Philly is kind of nasty. Oh, I know. Hot Slayer, you're true. 100% on that with the Eagles schedule. The fact that they've got a whole week, bye week before they play us, which another one of those things in the NFL seems like teams keep hitting us whenever we're shorthanded on a short week. Well, thank you, DeMarcus, man. I appreciate that. What team are you? An Eagles fan, or are you a Cowboys fan, DeMarcus? Well, Damien, part of it is it's just the way it's set up to be. The NFL wants it to be parity. They want to keep you on the edge of your seat. They've got that this year. I mean, there's only two things that you can pretty much be guaranteed of on Sundays. New England will win, and Cleveland will lose. Other than that, everything else is just who knows. Yeah, I agree with you, Golston, that I think the players are tuning him out a bit, and I still believe that some of the stuff that's going on, like the anthem protests, when you looked at Scandrick, the way he was about the situation and all that, um, and some of the other players, David Irving, who was falsely accused of something that basically cost him his college career. Thank God he was actually lucky enough that his high school coach set up some workouts at his old high school that at least he got a chance with Kansas City because he didn't do anything wrong as far as the domestic violence that he was accused of. Could basically not have been in the NFL just because of a mistaken identity. Ooh, Ruben, too early for a score prediction, man. Oh, yes, Philly Bird. Okay. We've got lots of Eagle trolls here. You guys are living it up. I'm just going to say one thing to you, Eagles, is just don't count your chickens before they hatch. Because anything less than a Super Bowl for you guys is a failure at this point. Bailey won't be back this week, guaranteed, and probably won't be back for Thanksgiving, maybe, possibly the following week. Wow, okay. Eminem Gaming, I'm not going to put that one out there. Eagles 31, Cowboys 21. Veggie Bomber, how you doing tonight, man? 28-24, Cowboys. I like that one better. Um, Trade deal. I hope that Jalen Smith can. I hope that foot heals up completely. I think he's still a long ways away from it there. And Golston, that's very could be very much true. 30 points or under for both teams. Here's the thing about division games: you can throw the records out the window. You can throw injuries out the window because they're usually tight. They're usually tough fought battles, and they usually are kind of a surprise. And the Eagles have had a hard time beating us for quite a while here. They got that last game, but we did have butt fumble playing that one. 0-0. Okay. Everett's on tonight. Simon, I'd love to see 37-21 for the Cowboys. That'd be great. Vidge Bomber, you're coming? Oh, man, dude. I know we're going to have 50 plus people that have already emailed me and talked about this thing. This thing's going to be huge, dude. I'm hoping that people will be talking about, man, Joe Boo, he knows how to tailgate. That dude just went off. Man, we're going to have a great time with that. We may have a few little surprises there for you guys that show up. Some things I won't talk about right now, but it's kind of like you have to be there to find out about them. This is our statement game to the Saints, 63-12. Yeah. I'm getting a slower chat. It's slowing down some, thank God, so I can actually read some of them. What's on the menu? Jobu's Chicken Wings, always on the menu. We're going to have black and blue burgers, and we're going to have pulled pork sliders. May have a pot of chili, and, of course, Mojo Punch. Oh, without a genius master, without a doubt, we need a safety. We need a true safety. I'm still sold on Xavier Woods. He needs some time. Jeff Heath, of course, has got a concussion, so maybe we'll see a lot more of Xavier Woods out there, and maybe he can get that position and not let it go. Is Green cut yet? Yeah. Oh, Lincoln Hawk. Now, that's a little harsh, then. Let's not wish that on anybody. Bloomin' Highlights said he's going to try and be at the tailgate. All right. Tony for coach. Which Tony are we talking about? Were we talking Tony Dungy? Tony Dungy ain't coming here for this. I'm hoping that David Irving and Tank go off on Carson Wentz this weekend. I want to see Carson Wentz dead. I want to see him knocked out. I just want to see him on the ground with our guys on top of him. I'm sick and tired of hearing about how great Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is the best quarterback in the NFL. He's everything. He's greater than Dak. Blah 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 blah. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language. I'm sick and tired of all this, man. Well, Veggie Bomber, give me a text me later on, man, so that way I can get you the details and stuff of what we're doing. And actually, since you are there in town, you can be my eyes and ears and give me a couple of hints and stuff on this, because I'm still trying to figure out what lot to be in and everything else. And you may have some better ideas and thoughts for me. So the great thing about this tailgate is it's not just me. It's really all of us together. Everybody's been kind of chipping in and helping out. And this thing actually gives me hope for our country, because you guys, other than seeing me here on the YouTube channel, don't really know me. I see your comments and things like that, but I don't really know you. But we're willing to kind of get together, have a great time, work on a project together. And if we can do this here, why can't we all do this with our country and make it a better place? That's what makes me feel good, makes me feel hopeful. Can I guarantee a safety? See, we have one of the few good Giant fans right here, Lieutenant Mathers. Yeah, I know he's an MVP candidate, blah, 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 blah. Okay? But when you play the bottom basement guys in the NFL, you're going to look like an MVP every week. Um, Matty Ice was down. Matty Ice was down a couple times in the first quarter. After that, not so much because they adjusted. Genius Master, better coach would definitely help us win some more games. I can't say it would guarantee us going to the Super Bowl, but you can kind of look at Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick always comes up with a couple of things he'll do that will give him a couple extra plays on people. I mean, getting a left-footed punter, the ball spins the opposite direction. Boom. Yesterday, what happens? The guy fumbles the ball. Big play. A Giants fan said that. Yeah, Everett, you're right. It's still a little. I'm still not quite ready for talking about the draft, guys. We still have 7 more games to play. Yeah, I'm tired of the Wentz talk. I'm hoping that we go ahead and beat them down and start having them question themselves. Well, Adrian, we're going to do everything we can on Sunday as far as me and Joe Boo. We're going to show up. We're going to be there talking trash to those Eagles. You know, I'm kind of curious about Tony Romo watching that game yesterday. If he was thinking that, boy, I could have done better, or if he's kind of going, woo, I'm glad I dodged that bullet because that was ugly. All those Eagle trolls will be crying in January. I love that. Let's talk his MVP. Okay. Um, we'll have to wait and see if we adjust. I'm praying that they can finally get. I'm hoping that part of the thing that happened to us yesterday, and not too many people touched on it very much, but Atlanta literally was playing for their lives. Atlanta had had some boneheaded calls, some boneheaded plays, some boneheaded games. And my apologies, guys. The days are long, really long, and gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But they literally were fighting for something, their playoff lives, because if they had lost that one and went down 4-6, their season was over. So they were playing like it meant something. It expired, expired football that we got to get this or else. I pray that our Dallas Cowboys come out against the Eagles with that same kind of urgency and go the heck off. They have to come out there like that because their season is on the line. Boy, we really got a lot of Eagles in here, guys. All I want for Christmas is wins to the broken rib. Man, that's cold, man. Night, Corey. Oh my God, it is actually 10 o'clock. January's big movie hit is called Eagles of Ringlets in Philly. That is just too cold. Well, guys, it has been great having you guys here for the live stream. I've got to actually carry my ass to bed because I got to get up in a few hours to go to work. It's been a long day. I'm working on plans and stuff to get ready to come to Dallas on Friday. I'm hoping to see a lot of you guys. I know Veggie Bomber. I've got to add him onto the list here too. I know I'm gonna see Jackie there and Tito, Marquez. I mean, I'm gonna see a whole lot of you guys there, and it's gonna be so much fun. And again, if you're interested in getting some more information about the tailgate or to get on the email list, email me at cowboysmark94 at gmail.com, and I can give you all the information. Okay. Forgive me, guys. It's been a long, long day. And after that game yesterday, woo, As always, friends, I want to thank you guys all for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe B Sports Report.